Death Angel, coming to you from Flensburg, Germany. Answering this week's Death Angel fan Q&A. I'm clean. Alright, this one comes from Ed Lee from the UK. Ed Lee asks, "Hey Mark, what are your memories of the No Mercy Fest show at the London Astoria in 2003? I had only just discovered Testament around that time, so went along with somewhat naively, excuse me. You guys blew me away that night and have been my favorite band ever since. P.S. The Astoria has since been knocked down. A great shame. What are some of your favorite places to play in the UK? And when will DA be returning to the UK?" Alright, Ed. I absolutely remember that because that was the very first show on that tour. And it was phenomenal. It's been the first time Death Angel played London since 1990. And the response was absolutely incredible. We played just after Nuclear Assault and before a band called Marduk. And the crowd just went mad. And it's one of those shows that, you know, there's certain shows you leave the stage thinking, yeah, we killed it. Or certain ones you're like, you know, but the crowd will still dig it. That was definitely one of those shows that I felt like, yeah, we killed it. And so I definitely have fond memories of that. And let's see. I'm getting to the next part. Sorry about that. Oh, and by the way, thank you for the compliment about us being your favorite band. Let me see. Some of my favorite places to play in the UK. Sorry about that. The Astoria was one of my favorites. We played so many in London. You know, we did Hammersmith Odeon, which was also spectacular. The old Clarendon Ballroom was the first place we ever played back in '87. We did the old Marquee. I mean, I always have spectacular memories of places we've done in London proper. Other than that, yes, and I did know the Astoria got torn down, which is kind of heartbreaking because it was also my benchmark as to where to find the Crowbar. Crowbar in London is one of my favorite places to go drink ever. Joanna, it's the bar manager there. Beautiful, crazy Aussie woman. And I think other than that, when will DA be returning to the UK? That's a tough call. I mean, in the new year. We got some plans to do a special tour with a special live set, and the UK will definitely be hit because they deserve it, and we love to play out there. So there you go. Hope that answered your questions, and thanks for supporting Death Angel and keeping us alive. All right. Bye.
Message is from Andrew from Canada. It says, "What music do you hate the most? And if you had a chance, would you punch Lady Gaga? And what is your favorite?" Okay, so it's a multiple-part storybook problem here. We got what music do you hate the most? You know, as a musician, I'm really not supposed to hate any type of music, but there's some that I like less. And I have to say, it's not necessarily gangster rap. It's more hip-hop rap that I at least like. And in fact, I actually like gangster rap. If it came to the stuff in the 90s, Eazy-E, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, I think that's great. But when it gets to the hip-hop and all that counterculture, it just gets a little difficult for me to relate to sometimes. But other than that, I love all music. And if you had a chance to punch Lady Gaga, would you? You know what? I actually like Lady Gaga. I recently read in Blabbermouth that she went to an Iron Maiden show and it said it changed her life. She loved the connectivity of the fans. So before that comment, I didn't pay a whole lot of attention, positive or negative. So she likes Iron Maiden. We got something in common. She's cool. And what's your favorite thrash album? I guess that depends whether Merciful Fate is considered thrash or not, because thrash is kind of a Bay Area thing, but because Merciful Fate, I'd have to say, if Merciful Fate is thrash, I'd have to say Melissa. If not, Ride the Lightning by Metallica, all the way. Alright.
Hey, what's up? Long night of drumming with Death Angel and tending fucking bar at this place, man. People like to drink in Germany. And my question is from Andrew Matazzaro from Massachusetts. Hey, my mom is from Massachusetts, Worcester, Massachusetts. And the question is, hey Will, I was wondering who are your main influences since you have been playing? Let's see, like Darth Vader. No. Who are my main influences? As a kid, John Bonham, or still, I mean, when I first started listening to music and playing drums, John Bonham, Keith Moon, and the standards. And then when I got older, or I should say, John Bonham, Keith Moon, and Eric Carr was a big influence when I was a kid. And I got older, Stuart Copeland, Charlie Benante, I have to say it, but yeah, Charlie Benante, he's a fast drummer. And Mike Smith from Suffocation. And now even more older, I like Dennis Davis, who played in David Bowie's band in the mid-70s to the late 70s. And even more now, like more modern times, like Braun from Mastodon. I think he's an amazing drummer, and I trip off of his stuff and wish I could be that good. And Mickey D from King Diamond, he's always been, and Motorhead. I like his drumming in King Diamond, more technical and just crazy. But he does a great job at Motorhead too. But I love Mickey D, and who am I forgetting, Ted? So many drummers. Who? I can't hear you, I'm deaf.
Tim Young.
Oh, Tim Young's good. I haven't heard the new Morbid Angel, so I'm not sure what all the negative press is about that. But I haven't heard it yet. But yeah, Tim Young's a killer drummer. But yeah, but the guys I named before are like the main influences I grew up with. So there you go. I gotta clean this bar up, So leave me alone. I gotta get to work.
Good evening. Rob here. Backstage after the show in Flensburg, Germany tonight. And it was a very fun show, by the way. This is the aftermath. The question here is from Joanna from Portugal. Why? Okay, it's kind of a four-part question, so I'll go one at a time then. Okay. Why did you play with the Jackson? Well, why did I play? I'm assuming you mean my guitar and not Michael Jackson. I play with the Jackson because sorry. I play Jackson because I love the guitars, actually. They're fucking awesome guitars. I got my first custom Jackson way back then when we were first starting off, and apparently Neil doesn't realize I'm doing a Q&A right now, but that's okay. Neil, Drum Tech Supreme. But yeah, I think, in my opinion, Jackson's, and especially the custom ones that they make for me are really nice guitars. They're very good quality. They've got great tone, great feel, and I mean, they make these custom guitars for me in this shape that I kind of made up back then, and I just play those. I love them. I like the shape. I like the sound. I like the look. And I really play Jackson because my favorite guitar player back in the day, Randy Rhoads, played Jackson, and that was what influenced me to play Jacksons in the first place. And I've loved them ever since. And what do I like about that guitar? Well, I pretty much just answered that. If I know right, your first electric guitar was a Gibson Flying V. Second electric guitar. That was my first, real electric guitar of some kind of name brand. My first electric guitar was a C-Series guitar. This kind of brown Strat-shaped kind of thing. It was actually a cool guitar. It reminded me of the guitar player from Pat Benatar's band's guitar at that time, Neil Girardo. Neil Girardo's guitar. Back then, I kind of liked it. It was kind of cool. It got me started. But eventually, yes, I did get the Flying V, and that's a fucking awesome guitar, and I have that guitar till this day, and I do use it when we record, even till this day. Just don't take it on tour. It's really old, and it means a lot to me, and it also doesn't have a Floyd Rose bar that I need when we play live. Which one of that guitars do you like more, and why? You rock, Rob. Thank you. And which one of the guitars do I like and why? I like all of the guitars. I especially love Gibson guitars and Jackson guitars. I use my Gibson Flying V in recording a lot, and I also have a Gibson Les Paul, 1973 Les Paul, and I also have a Gibson Explorer and a Gibson SG, and all of those guitars totally kick ass. I love Gibsons, but I just mainly use those for recording, and at home, again, I need the Floyd Rose tremolo bar for live application because I kind of use that on most of my solos and stuff, so it's only Jacksons for me on the road. And actually, I recorded the entire new album, Relentless Retribution, with my two Jackson guitars. That was the first time I did a whole album using only those two guitars, so that was pretty cool. They are building me a new one right now, so soon I will have another cool custom Jackson guitar, and I'm looking very much looking forward to that. So, thanks for the questions, and fucking metal.